What is going on, butt munchers? Welcome back to another episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production. Specifically, we have a lot of pre-NAMM announcements. Korg seems to have been preparing a spirit bomb worth of products for this year's NAMM. This isn't a contest, right? Korg, you know this isn't a contest, right? First thing we're going to talk about is a new iZotope plugin named VEA. I guess they weren't really thinking too much about the name here. I'm guessing it stands for Vocal Enhancement Assistant or something. I guessed it. Anyways, it is AI powered. I'm going to try a new thing where I try not to get upset about things being AI. It's AI, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm 100% fine with that. I'm only going to make fun of it if it's goofy or gimmicky, and this seems alright. This seems safe so far. They stated this is designed for podcasters and other content creators, so I'm assuming this is something you'd use on Dialogue. It features technology from RX, Ozone, and Nectar, as well as a few of their other products. So you could probably do whatever it is doing with their other products or something else, but I'm guessing it just makes it easier. It is supposed to help with clarity, more consistent volume levels, and reducing background noise. So it sounds like it's just doing some cleanup EQ, compression, and denoising. The three provided controls are labeled as shape, boost, and clean.
The word podcast was originally coined in February of 2004 as a portmanteau of iPod and broadcast. But nowadays, that portmanteau doesn't make as much sense, considering that we don't listen to podcasts on an iPod anymore.
It only costs $29, and they also have a 10-day demo. Okay, in this next section here, I'm going to talk about the onslaught of Korg products that are coming out this year. First, we're going to talk about the MICROKORG 2, which is coming out in June 2024. The successor to one of their most classic synthesizers. It promises to do what the MICROKORG did, but expand upon it with modern features. They haven't changed anything to the synth engine, I'm guessing because they probably didn't want to alter the sound of it. Or they were lazy, or they spread themselves out too thin among all these other products they're releasing. They have upgraded the vocoder to also include pitch correction and harmonizer effects. They've also added a 2.8-inch color screen. They have added a loop recorder to assist with backing tracks, and it requires a 9-volt DC or 6 AA batteries, which will provide 4 hours of charge. It has an 8-voice solo virtual analog engine that is made to model analog circuits. It has 3 oscillators, a noise generator, multi-mode filter, 2 envelopes, 2 LFOs, and a virtual patch engine. I'm just kind of rifling this off here if you haven't noticed. Come on, Korg, can you at least give us 16 voices? It now has 3 series of effects, 9 types of modulation, and 6 types of delay and reverb. It has a MIDI in and out, condenser and dynamic mic inputs, and aux. It's a bunch of shit. Not too many new things, though. This definitely looks like something to buy if you were considering getting the original MICROKORG. I wouldn't go out of my way to get this, though. It will cost $699 when it comes out. Alright, next we have Korg rehashing another old synthesizer. Yay. I guess King Korg is a play on the phrase King Kong. I feel like they kind of tried a little too hard for that one. They've just released the King Korg Neo. It's a virtual analog synth with 37 full-size keys. It has new sounds and a new look. Woo. They claim it is designed for today's musicians, so apparently that means it works well in the box, I would assume. Get it? Because modern producer and musician just makes shit in the computer. It uses the expanded modeling technology sound engine, a dynamic vocoder, and apparently the King Korg Neo is more than just a synthesizer. It's a comprehensive tool for artists who aspire to explore new realms of sound and push the boundaries of musical creativity. Alright, let's tone it down a bit there. Apparently the oscillators and filters are good. It's a bunch of technical jargon. I won't bog you down with it. It also self-oscillates. Yeah. Self-oscillation joke. It has an XLR input as well as a microphone that is included, allowing you to vocode if you wish with a 16-band filter. It has 200 presets, which seems a little bit short. Arpeggiator. You can get more info on their website if you want. It seems to be about $1,000. So far, this Korg news is kind of boring, so I think I'm just going to put the rest of it at the end here. I mean, honestly, if they keep going this direction, I'm just going to start making shit up. I might just do that anyway. Okay, here is a fun story. Apparently, someone sold a ticket to one of the Daft Punks for their own show. This interview is in French, so I can't really show you the clip. I mean, I guess I could, and you wouldn't know, and I also wouldn't know if it was the right clip, but thankfully NUTEKT has translated the important parts. They were basically having a discussion about how the helmets they wear have allowed for protection and seclusion. Anyways, he was out getting a sandwich one day, and apparently someone came up to him to sell him a ticket to the Daft Punk show, and he thought it would be funny, so he bought the ticket and went to the show and waited. I'm not sure how long he waited. I hope he waited the entirety of the show. So apparently Zebra 3 is on the way. They're showing off the beta of ZEBRALETTE at NAMM, which I'm pretty bummed that I can't check out. Spoiler alert, sadly I'm not going to NAMM this year, guys. I couldn't find someone to watch my kid. Yeah, haha. Why can't BusyWorks Beats watch your kid? He's busy, man, as his name suggests, alright? Definitely a bit bummed though, because it was a lot of fun last year. And it seems like they're actually releasing a lot of new stuff this year. I'm guessing it's because they're putting it back on the proper schedule, as opposed to it being in April last year. Anyway, ZEBRALETTE 3 is the free version of Yuhi's synth Zebra. ZEBRALETTE is a single oscillator version of Zebra. It seems to be unclear what is different in the third version. There's not a lot of information out. There is no clear date set for release. There is not a lot of information on it currently, but they have said it'll be one of the most comprehensive wavetable generation tools available, and like its predecessor, it'll be free. In our next story, Audient is releasing an immersive audio interface and monitor controller named ORIA. It works with everything from stereo to 9.1.6. It gives you onboard room and speaker calibration. It has 16 outputs with TRS or AES, 2 headphone outputs, 2 Audient console mic preamps. It can also integrate into an existing studio setup as a monitor controller with ADAT or the optional card. They have also partnered with SonarWorks, allowing you to add Sound ID reference profiles directly into the hardware. They said this is supposed to save you time, but I'm not really seeing it. It also comes with a Sound ID measurement mic and a 60-day trial of reference. Damn. Can't even get a free copy? It'll begin shipping in the first quarter of 2024 for the low price of $2,600. This must be the year of redesigns and re-releases, because we got another one. Oh boy. MOTU has redesigned their 828 audio interface. This is news to me, guys. Did you know that MOTU stands for a Mark of the Unicorn? I'm not even sure what I thought it stood for originally. I guess I thought it was just like a cool word that they thought of. Or maybe it was like something manly, like men of the... wait. Okay, whatever. I just thought it was something more manly sounding than Mark of the Unicorn. I know for some of you guys, you're probably like, duh, I knew that. Well, I'm like, I didn't know that. Why would I know that? This part's about to get really nerdy, so I'm going to put my glasses on. It now has an LCD display and ESS Saber 32 Ultra DAC technology. Okay, so the ESS Saber 32 DAC technology is a high-performance 32-bit 8-channel digital audio converter. It's a rack-mounted device that should have great analog quality according to them. It has 5 gigabytes per second USB 3 connection, a 28 by 32 interface with 60 channels in and out. Also a 24-channel mixer with onboard effects. On the front, it has 2 combo XLR TRS inputs, TRS analog in and out, ADAT, SPDIF, and headphone outputs. It has an app, loopback, guitar reamping. That's available now for $1,300. PreSonus is launching their Aris Pro 4 series soon, which is a smaller version of their coaxial speakers that they offer with 6.5 or 8 which is a smaller version of their coaxial speakers. It is supposed to be more adept for immersive mixing rooms. It seems like that might actually be the new buzzword of 2024. AI might be kind of pushed to the back, and then Atmos and immersive audio, that's going to be the new one. It has a 4.5-inch driver and a 1-inch tweeter. Frequency response is 55 Hz to 20 kHz. They are $299 each on their website. So anyways, we're back to the Korg news. Smoke your weed, drop your acid, do your lines, drink your beers, whatever you got, because you're gonna need something to get through this. So this episode's a little dry. Like, it's not super funny. Like, all these NAMM announcements, there's nothing really that funny about them. It's just new stuff, a lot of rehash stuff. So Korg has announced the NUTEKT NTS1 MKII. Jesus, convoluted name much. I'm guessing they're trying to take a page out of Teenage Engineering's book, but one-up them, in fact. So yeah, the Korg NUTEKT NTS1 MKII. It's a bit much. So obviously, as the MKII portion of this implies, it is a newer version of their previous synth. It's a small synthesizer, sequencer, and effects processor. It comes as a kit, so you get the reward of doing their job, which is putting it together. It has 1 monophonic digital oscillator, and it features buttons for amps, which I'm really excited about. It has a multi-mode filter, envelope generator, 3 LFOs, and an arpeggiator. It has audio in and out, sync in and out, MIDI in and out. They've added new sounds, more MIDI capabilities. They've improved the processor, and the device is powered by USB. You can pre-order it now for $169 on Sweetwater with an April release. Oh boy, another Korg announcement. This one is the KR11, a rhythm machine that looks suspiciously like the panel of an AC unit. You can't fool me. I've seen a lot of AC units. I live in Hawaii. It's hot here. Now I said rhythm machine on purpose because I don't think this is quite a drum machine, and I don't think that's what they were going for. This seems like something that would be useful for people to practice along with their instrument and they want some sort of drums just really quickly. Where a drum machine for that purpose would be overcomplicated, this would suffice. It has presets, velocity sensitive pads, which allow for finger drumming, and apparently you can record your own patterns with the velocity sensitive pads. They did not make it clear if you could load your own samples though, so I'm gonna assume you can't. It has a built-in speaker as well as a headphone jack, and you can pre-order it for $119. I'm going to try to blast through these last 3 sections pretty fast because fuck you Korg, that's why. This is too many products, you're annoying for this. They've announced 3 modules, the OP6 module, the ModWave module, as well as the Wave State. According to Korg, the OP6 MK2 has more variety than any synth has ever been able to achieve. Really big claim there, really big claim. A lot of people making pretty big claims here. Now obviously the OP6 is an altered FM synth. Yeah, I have a feeling it's time to put on the glasses again. It can do up to 64 voices. It has a 16-step pattern sequencer, 6 operator modes, including subtractive, semi-modular, analog, modeling, wave shaping, additive, and classic FM. It has 3 envelope generators, 3 LFOs, 12 virtual patches, and also has analog-styled filters. Who doesn't have those nowadays? But most importantly, it has a randomizer button, which they've apparently added MIDI to, as well as polyphonic aftertouch to all of these modules here. Now the ModWave is a wavetable synth with 60 voices of polyphony, improved LFO options, new modulation sources. The Wave State module is a wave sequencing synth with 120 voices of polyphony, updated LFOs. You can pre-order each of these for $594. Fuck you Korg. Okay, that is it for this video. It's been a long WNN. This one was excruciating. It was like pulling teeth. I'm sorry for everyone who sat through this, but most importantly, fuck you Korg. You've ruined it. You've ruined my show. Press the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys next time.
Bang Incorporated.